Yo, yo, yo. What's up, Dallas Cowboys Nation? Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me out there loud and clear? Let me know if y'all can hear me, man. Hopefully y'all can hear me. We're good. I think we're good. I can hear myself. Can y'all hear me, gang? Let me know in the comments if y'all can hear me. Can y'all hear me? No? Let's see. Type in the chat. That's it. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me loud and clear? Let's see. Test, test, test. All right, so we're good. All right, rocking and rolling. Not sure what happened with the intro, man. I've been doing some rearranging here in the studio. So y'all know sometimes, man, when you're moving stuff, things get unplugged. And I was hooking up this thing in here. You know what I'm saying? So I'll probably knock some settings loose. So I gotta fix that. All right. But yo, we're gonna have some fun tonight. We're gonna talk about camp. We're going to talk about the preseason game tonight versus the Saints. Now, this is that 55 Barham. Well, it's not Barham, but you know what I'm saying. It's going to be a Barham jersey. I decided to put this on for tonight as we gear up for the Saints, man. So we're definitely going to have some fun. Salute to everybody in the chat. What's up, Sweet? What's going on with you, dog? Drell, what's going on with you? Sin City, what's going on with you? What up, everybody? So we're going to do something different tonight, all right? And it's going to be one time and one time only. One time only, I am going to go live during the game. Now, not sure how long, you know what I'm saying, because things are going to drift out a little bit, probably the second half. But we're going to sit here and go live tonight. I'm going to watch the game. We're going to talk about it, break it down, and just have some fun. I know a lot of people want me to stream live during games, and I just can't do it, right? I'm not a live streamer guy during games. Not during Cowboys games, but I will be live streaming other games on my Twitch channel. So Twitch JTuck151, that is where I'll be live streaming games, other games, college football games. Florida State plays tomorrow. Monday night football, Thursday night football. I'm going to live stream over there, and we're going to talk about some opportunities over there. So follow me on Twitch at JTuck151, man. And we're definitely gonna be live streaming some NBA games, college football, all that stuff over there, but not on YouTube. This is Cowboys centric over here, and I'm just not a Cowboys live streamer guy. So to everyone who does, but y'all know I'm gonna be at the game, man. What's happening? Let's go, Cowboys. Salute from Arizona. Appreciate you, dog. All right, man. Let's have some conversations as we gear up for tonight. And I'll turn the game on here in a second, but we got some time. Cowboys Nation, right? Because I've been kind of getting this on Twitter today, all right? Listen, there is a lot of phenomenal guys that's going to be battling for a roster spot tonight. Camden Brown comes to top of mind, right? Tommy Dunn comes to top of mind. Julius Wood comes to top of mind. Speed comes to top of mind. Nate Leverett comes to top of mind. Israel Benaconda comes to top of mind, all right? But what we have to understand, chat, we can't keep everybody. We can't keep everybody. Now, the conversation piece, and y'all comment below and let me know, even though Camden Brown has been playing phenomenal, so to you, Jeff Lee. Get those likes up. Facts, Jeff. Even though Camden Brown has been playing phenomenal, y'all, and I love his story, okay? If we do happen to waive him, it's not the end of the world, y'all. It's not. And I know a lot of Cowboys fans on Twitter, they were freaking out. Like, no, Camden Brown is our George Pickens replacement. And listen, I like the kid. I like his effort. I like everything he's done thus far for us this offseason. He's had an incredible camp, an ascending talent. But let's not start acting like this kid could possibly be George Pickens' replacement. We're not even close to that. If anything, he'll be in rotation for wide receiver 4 or 5. All right? But a lot of people are like, yo, Tuck, we can't cut Camden Brown because he's going to be gone because all the highlights. Okay, let's say, for instance, we get the news Camden Brown has been waived and he goes to the Colts. All right? How does that impact us this year? if we were depending on Camden Brown for our Super Bowl run, then we've been misled this entire time. Right? And this is not a Camden Brown. You guys, check the film session. I like the kid, right? But I'm not going to be, oh man, we messed up. This is going to come back to bite us if we move on from Camden Brown. We have gone through this situation numerous times, Cowboys Nation. Who was the fan favorite last year? Y'all remember? It was another wide receiver, and he was a dog, and he was this. It was Trayshawn Holden. Okay? We cut Trayshawn Holden. We got him back to the fact that this year you had guys like Camden Brown come in and outshine him, and then we ultimately walked away from him, and he's not currently in the roster, but I know he's going to bounce back. So we have to understand you can only have 53 people, and I get it. Some people want to keep 8 wide receivers. You just can't do it. So there will be players. Yeah, he got cut this year, Sin City. You know what I'm saying? There's favorites, right? Mine was a favorite. I had, Isaiah Land. Y'all remember how much I loved Isaiah Land? Isaiah Land got cut. We got him back. I think we cut him again. He went to the Colts. All right. And then we got him back. So I get it, but it was like, damn, people were freaking out. Like, no. He can't leave him because he's going to be our future George Pitt. I'm like, whoa. Camden Brown is wide receiver 5, and his impact will be minimal. If he goes to another team, he will eat because of that attention, CDGP, Ferg, and getting coverage. Yeah. But here's the thing I'm going to say with that, Darrell. I'm with you. But I'm not going to act like MVS wouldn't benefit being out there with CDGP, Ferg, and even Ryan Flo. Right? If Jalen Tolbert was our wide receiver 4 or wide receiver 5, I don't think people would have been too opposed with Jalen Tolbert as wide receiver 4 or wide receiver 5. So I'm just trying to get Cowboys fans to ask the question, like, it's not like our season's over or something's ruined because Camden Brown is gone. Like, would I like to keep him? Yeah. Do I think we will keep him? Yeah, I think we will find a way. But if we move on, it's just like, I'm not going to burn the building down because I get it. You can't keep a lot of wide receivers. And I know a lot of people then would say, well, Tuck, we can't keep Turpin. Why are we keeping Turpin? He doesn't do anything. I understand that. But a lot of people really don't appreciate the value in special teams. All right. I get it. It's special teams. Flipping the field really doesn't mean much to a lot of people. Now, for me, I know that I have a returner that can flip the field, and I also have a kicker that's pretty much green from the logo. That works in my odds a lot of times. The thing is, Turpin did have impact last year, y'all. It was just in games we're getting dog walked. He flipped the field versus Detroit. We were just down by 30, So I think that's the thing. When you start talking about wide receiver 4 or wide receiver 5, is who gives you a boost on special teams. If Camden Brown gets cut, Cowboys Nation, and he gets claimed, do not be mad at Kevontae Turpin. No. Be mad at one of your other kiddos. And who that kiddo should be, it should be Jaydon Blue. Because if Jaydon Blue gave us something as a returner, they could consider maybe moving on from Kevontae Turpin. But he hasn't shown anything from that standpoint. So I think it's just, we got to understand it that, hey, it's going to be all right. You know what I'm saying? We're going to be all right. How do you think? We got to keep the main wide receivers. Yep. CD, GP, Flo, Terp. That's your core 4. If you want to swap out Mingo, because people are like, oh, well, Tuck, Mingo hasn't done anything. Mingo scored right before Camden Brown had his big play last week, but he doesn't get credit for that because we want something new, right? We want a new glimmer of hope. And I'm not knocking Camden Brown for what he's done. I feel like the kid has done phenomenal, but I'm not going to sit and act like if we lose him, the season is over, all right? Y'all comment below, man. What we watching tonight? Like I said, we're gonna watch it. We're gonna watch it live together as a family. All right. And I got my computer all set up and getting my monitor, a big monitor that was supposed to have been here today, but it hasn't came yet, mounted up there on my wall so then I can watch the games and everything. All right. So like I said, we going full throttle with this. All right. And I got to get something back there, man. As much as I love Micah Parsons, it feels like today is National Micah Parsons Day for whatever reason. I got to get something new back there. I think I'm just getting my logo back there. All right. See? Exactly. So don't be mad at Kevontae Turpin. It's y'all boy out there. You know what I'm saying? If Jaydon Blue was a guy, we wouldn't have to keep 4 running backs. Yeah, you can move on from Malik Davis. You know, you could just, so that's taking up a spot. All right. Dre, I actually want Blue off the team only because of the political agenda attached to him. I talked to my dog Boss about that. I mean, it's hard, We just have to understand, even though Dallas is moving different, you still got some work to do, right? And I just feel like, and we'll look, actually, look at it here in a second, actually. Where's my phone? I just feel like they're just making a push for Jaydon Blue. That's why, me personally, I didn't fight the whole anti-blue campaign much this year because I just knew they were going to make a push to get this kid on the roster. All right, so what am I doing? All right, let me see if I can cook up something for the slate tonight. Let me see here. It's crazy because we got college football kicking up tomorrow, but I ain't been locked in. Let's see what we got. Brandon Aubrey. Passing yards, passing touchdowns. I'll cook us up a nice little slip. Here in a second. Let's see here. We haven't officially started our Kalshi campaign until next week, so I can cook y'all up a nice little slip here on Prize Picks. Hold up. We'll get cooking. All right. So, yeah, I feel like for me personally, let's watch the running back situation, okay? If Blue is just still getting 15 carries, I mean, there was some games where Javonte Williams ain't getting 15 carries. So let's see what that push is like, all right? So if they're making that push, then we kind of just know. Remember when people did not like Dorrance Armstrong? He was favorite of Jerry when Armstrong balled out, then the fans respected his play on the field. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, right? Cowboys fans, I don't know. Here's the thing, y'all. It's hard to say Cowboys fans, right? Because there's so many of us. Sometimes it gets polluted, right? But if you prove on the field you're good until you start asking for money. I think that's the thing, right? We like you up to a certain point until you start asking for money, and then that's when people change. Like, I forgot Kevontae Turpin got paid. People like, oh, we paid him that money. He didn't do anything last year. I was like, nobody did anything last year. So, but I feel like Kevontae Turpin has value. He's our field stretcher guy. Like, he's the guy that can pull safeties away to keep the underneath clean for GP and CeeDee Lamb. Like, he does have value. I personally don't think the Cowboys know how to use Turpin the right way, honestly. And I've been saying that. We're supposed to be moving away from these we like our guys mentality and towards competition. That's what winning teams do. The former hasn't been working for 3 decades. Blue is an exception. Yeah. And so here's what I was trying to explain. Sleep to my dog, he needed more, right? You guys know, better than anybody, I'm all for competition. But sometimes you are safe because of your position, but also let's keep it a buck in Dallas or drag class, right? So let's talk about Drew Shelton, all right? Drew Shelton will not only be safe, I think, because he's a 4th-round draft pick, but also because we're thin at tackles. So let's say, for instance, you do cut Drew Shelton. Move on from him. then you only have really Nate Thomas. So I think that Drew Shelton is going to be safe just due to his position. Okay. So they got Jaydon Blue 23.5. I think he can get that. They force feed him again. Sam Howell, passing touchdown. Joe Milton, passing touchdowns. I'm going to go with Brendan Aubrey over 1.5 PATs. Camden Brown. They just moved his lineup to 22. Was it 19? And then, who's the Saints? Let's see here. And then I'm going to go with, one of our old ones, Jalen Marino Cropper. Ronnie Bell, Zach Wilson. No, I'm going to take Zach Wilson out. I'm going to go with Bryce Lance. So that slit Brandon Aubrey over 1.5 PATs. Bryce Lance over 15.5 in receptions. Camden Brown over 22.5 receiving yards. Jaydon Blue over 23.5 rushing yards. The one I really don't like with Blue is it depends on how many snaps he gets. But 20 gets you 310. Let's have some fun tonight. Bang. Let's have some fun. All right, cool. Cowboys life for life. What's up, my guy? Keep those young wide receivers. Yes. Yeah. I mean, I like I said, and it wasn't a Camden Brown hate, but I'm just saying, like, me personally, the guys that I really worry about moving on from that can turn up for another team, possibly, where we might be saying, damn. I think Maris could be one of those guys. I think that Sam Williams could be one of those guys in the right scheme. Tommy Dunn will probably be a slow rotational. So, like, those guys, I'm kind of worried, right? The Phil Moffas, I feel like Phil Moffa could go somewhere and really turn up as a power back. So, and I think, so it's like, if I put Camden Brown in the Titans, is he a starter? Probably not. He's probably their wide receiver 4, maybe. Michael Trigg will be another one. So that's when people got mad at me. I was like, I'm more concerned about moving on from Michael Trigg than Camden Brown. We lose Michael Trigg, I'm going to freak out. Tucky, you ready for Dak attack in the Super Bowl chance with the Caleb being the Rookie of the Year, Dak MVP? And by the way, this is Sean from Cali. What's up, dog, man? If we do that, we're going to be in your neck of the woods, bro. We're going to be in your neck of the woods out there in Cali, So what I'm going to do, y'all, I'm going to switch my screens. I'm going to switch my screens, and we're going to get the game booted up here. Hold on. Let's see here. Boom. All right. All right, so let me do this. All right. All right, let me get my screen right. This is why I need that big monitor up there. Make things so much easier. Hold up. All right, boom. All right, now we're good. All right, now we can cook. Boom. What's up, my dog? DJ Clyde, what's going on with your dog, man? We almost time for New York. I'm ready for New York, man. I'm ready for that first game out there in New York, man. I really am. All right, let me see if this works. Y'all got this new little handy dandy panel. There you go. Got it working. All right, now we got the score up. Yo, we live streaming. Yo, we live streaming. We live streaming. All right, cool. Cool. All right. So, make sure the audio's not going through. Bang. So, another watch. Offense. I think Mike Trigg's going to give it a go. All right. So we'll be focusing on Michael Trigg, me personally. You know, I would like to get something from Drew Shelton tonight. I just need to see some improvement, something to be excited about, something to say, okay, I can work with that. That's about all offensively. And then, of course, we'll still watch Joe Milton. I said, oh, that's what we do. Let me pour my cup. Like I said, this is a one-time event, man. One-time event. Now I might stream other games. I'm gonna stream other games on Twitch, but Cowboys games, y'all don't want to be around me on Cowboys. Like real Cowboys games, y'all don't want to see that. Y'all don't want to see that. Y'all don't want to see that, man. Trust me. Y'all don't want to see that. Y'all don't want to see game day tuck like that. Now, y'all might want to see game day tuck if we winning. Game day tuck if we winning, y'all probably want to see it. Game day tuck if we losing, nah, y'all don't want to see that. Y'all don't want to see that. Y'all don't want to see that. Let's see here. Harbaugh would have them guys coached up. Not scared of them though. Yeah, and this is what I was saying yesterday on the NFC East Roundtable show. Salute to everybody over there. I was like, yo, Giants fans been talking too big, and then they try to pull the we got nothing to lose. You know, we're the underdogs. We ain't got nothing to lose. And I was like, nah, bro, stand on it. Stand on it. If you really feel that way, talking all season, stand on it. Don't get scared now. Cam Scatterbo, Jackson Dart, Malik Neighbors, got Odell Beckham Jr. back, you know what I'm saying, dancing. And then you got Isaiah Likely, a new head coach, and then your defense, and you went and get Arvo Reese and Brian Burns. Stand on it, bro. Don't say, oh, you know, you guys are supposed to win. I'm not playing that game, bro. Game day tuck, man. We got game day tuck. One time only. Go and tell everybody, share the content we live, because this is probably a one-time event. I don't know. We'll see, but I don't know. It's just, I just like to be locked in and focused, and then I'll do the pregame shows and the postgame shows. That's my forte. Pregame shows and postgame shows. But I'm like, you know what? This is the Micah Table third preseason game, you know? And so we can chill a little bit. Yeah, Malik already said he's scared to go against Caleb Downs. Facts. And Giants fans want to act like they ain't hear it. They want to act like Tuck made that up. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm tripping or something. Actually, let's do this. I'm gonna move this up here. Bang. There we go. This is why I like getting back into my old school streaming platform. I can customize things. Make it cleaner. All right, so we got the scoreboard up. I actually got this nice little app. It'll pull up like graphics and stuff, but I didn't want to do too much, right? I've been doing too much. That's why my audio wasn't starting on the original load up. What's good, man? It's game day. I want revenge. I want to blow them. I want to blow them out. Actually, you know what? We're going to put beans on it. You're going to go and put some beans on it. I want to blow the Saints out, bro. We're going to put some beans on it. I got some free beans. Put some beans on it. Where we at? Damn, they moved the line. It's all right. We're going to put beans on it. Bang. Straight up. Cowboys on top. That's what I like to see, man. What y'all repping, man? What y'all wearing? I like to wear jerseys in preseason. I like to wear jerseys, you know, like I said, this is that, it's the Barham joint, you know what I'm saying? This is the 5.5 double nickel. I can wear it again. It's actually LVE. Like I said, I got a whole room of LVE jerseys with my number on it, but it's like I couldn't, you know. So yeah, This was the salute to service. So this came out with the hat. You know what I'm saying? And so it's like a LVE all black. I love these jerseys when they drop. I remember they also had this jacket as well, man. They had this jacket that was fire. Yeah. All right, we're going to try this. Little audio. I know I'm not going to play too loud stream audio. You know what I'm saying? Because I know YouTube be tripping. But I want to be able to hear the game. So, yeah. Dak Prescott, George Pickens got revenge on the Cardinals. Hey, man, we chalking them down. We chalking them down. We hawking them down, man. We hawking them down. All right, and I want to win this game, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I think it's going to be interesting to see if it's heated, but I think it's going to be heated. If it was me, I would let Donovan Izaraku play tonight. Like, yo, Donovan, you playing. You know what I'm saying? You playing. All right, man, our boys are running out the tunnel. Let's go. Game day. All right, man, this is what y'all been asking for. Chat. You know what I'm saying? Y'all been asking for it, so you about to get it. Game day tuck. Now, I'm cool on preseason, you know, but here we go. How am I watching the game? I'm watching through an internet source. I have an internet feed that feeds over into my computer, so I can get everything. Because you probably, if you don't have it, because I get, Spectrum, because my family lives in Texas, so I can just use Mama Tuck's connection and then feed it over from the game. So I get to watch it with the stand back and our actual people. Let me see if I can hear this. Can y'all hear this?
Who's going to be the guys that are playing behind them? You're going to find out tonight.
Can y'all hear that?
Position battles throughout.
Very much so. Coming into training camp, you brought in Sam Howell, the veteran, somebody who's had a number.
Can y'all hear that audio?
He has been proven. He's been a proven starter for the Washington Commanders, and he comes in.
I thought I had it set up where y'all could hear it just in case.
He has a good showing against Seattle. Takes care of business.
Can y'all hear the audio?
Shows that veteran presence. Gets a touchdown.
Isaiah Stanberg talking.
All
right.
But there's this guy named.
All right, cool. So I might just keep it low. Okay, might just keep it a little low. You know what I'm saying? We'll try it. We'll see if YouTube. Yeah, I turned it back down because I'm not sure how YouTube does with audio. Because I could crank it up. I could crank it up.
System ball and show that he is a trusted guy in this system. And Coach Schottenheimer is loving everything that he's seeing.
I could crank it up. We'll keep it at a reasonable volume, and we'll see what happens. You know what I'm saying? If YouTube say you know, but I'm able to do it because I'm using their network. So I'm watching through the Cowboys. Yeah, boom. All right. So boom. And this is what I love, Calvin. It's like, it means a lot. This is it. Like, can you imagine as a guy trying to make a roster, what goes to your mind when you fumble the ball? Like, think about people like Trayshawn Holden, right? That fumble, like, it changes the course of your life, right? Like, some of these kids, I feel so bad. And it's like, you know, I'm blessed, y'all, to be around some of these kids. And I'm in group chats with some of my draft prospects and their agents. And, you know, they're fighting for a roster job. And it's just like, man. Because some people, they don't handle it well. They don't handle the aspect of, okay, boom, the emotions of playing college football. Oh, I'm actually ahead? Okay, cool. Normally I'm behind. So, all right, cool. We rocking and rolling. That's another reason why I don't like streaming on game day, because some people be early and they be like, oh, it's an interception. And I'm like, bro, I don't, oh, Tuck, you going trip when you see the next play. I'm like, nah, bro, I don't want that. Like, I want to, you know what I'm saying? I think the one game, y'all, I tried to do this was the Jacksonville game, the Noah Brown game. And so it was like the second half. I was like, you know what? You know, I didn't feel like going live after. I'm like, this game is over with. Let me just go live right during the game. And man, we lost that game, bro. You know what I'm saying? We lost that game, bro. I was sick. I was sick. Like, I can't believe we sat there and let the Jaguars come back because Kellen Moore wanted to throw the ball over the place. Insane. All right. What we'll do is we'll try the audio for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I just know YouTube be wilding sometimes. All right.
Game number 3 this 2026
All right.
season.
Nick Leverett getting them hyped up.
One of the captains for this preseason game.
I don't want the audio too loud. Y'all let me know. Give me an audio check. See if we good.
New Orleans Saints, Bill Jones, Isaiah Stanback, and Nicole Hutchison down on the side.
All right.
Nicole.
Well, guys, offensive tackle has been a moving
Salute to Nicole
target for
Hutchison.
Dallas due to injuries, inconsistent play, and plenty of shuffling around. So tonight is the final 60-minute job interview for
Finals.
Nate Thomas and Drew Shelton to prove
The
they
Trig
are
is suited up,
depth pieces for the
holding his
starters.
helmet.
Now, I talked to Clayton Adams. He told me for Nate Thomas.
All right,
he
Nate
needs
Thomas.
physicality. For Drew Shelton, he said he called him the self-corrector. He gets better as games go on.
All right, Drew Shelton talking to Tyler Booker. He needs some dog in him.
All right, Nicole Hutchison on the sideline. She'll have some interviews.
CD with the fly glasses on, vibing.
Here throughout the course of
Yeah,
this evening.
fly glasses on, vibing.
Football, it's the kickoff of football season in my estimation, Isaiah.
All right, after this, y'all, there's no more camp clips. There's no more. It gets real. It gets real. I'm ready to get real. I'm getting spam. All right, hold on. Spam these. Watch these spams.
A lot of young men fighting for opportunity tonight.
Damn.
Should be great energy.
Get him.
Brandon Aubrey.
Damn, he's moving fast.
In the National Football League after his offseason. What a productive offseason it was for him.
All right, there you go. Damn.
Did he take you to dinner, go?
Has not
All
yet.
right, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna turn the audio off then. I'm gonna turn the audio off since I'm ahead of y'all. I'm gonna turn it since y'all ahead of y'all. I'm gonna turn the audio off since I'm ahead. All right, Barham's taking the field. 5-5. Let's see what we got from Jayshawn Barham. All right. There we go. I'm gonna turn the audio off so that way we can just vibe. Plus, I don't want YouTube taking my channel from me, man. I worked too hard to get it up, man. We just salute. We just crossed 27,000 followers, man. Appreciate y'all. CFO gang. We cooking. Okay. It's Milton. All right, so we got Leah Fowl out there. LT Overton. Shamar James. All right. It's got Kalen Carson out there. What do y'all think with Kalen Carson? Y'all think he makes the cut? Jayshawn Barham was coming downhill, though. It's over pursuit on the screen. Elijah Clark. Come on, defense, tighten up, man. Y'all letting the Saints march. Y'all remember that game we lost to the Saints at home, bro? That was so brutal. That was so brutal, that game we lost at home with the Saints. We also got Devin Moore out there as well, and Marquise Bell. So Marquise Bell is out there. Look at Kellen trying to cook. I guess this does kind of look like a Saints jersey. I guess it does kind of look like a Saints jersey, but I don't wear my all black. Yeah, I forgot about Darian Kendrick as well. He's been kind of quiet from a veteran guy as a corner. All right, third down, little tush push action, I think. Yeah. Flag on the play. Bring it back. Bring it back. Bring it back. Boop. 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 Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. I said, it looks kind of Saints-ish. You know what I'm saying? But, it's like, LVE 55 from Barham. I like Cowboys black jerseys. I know some people don't. I love black jerseys. Will they ever probably go to them? Probably not. But I think you get a dope black Dallas Cowboys jersey, be fired. All right, got 3rd and 6. It's that out of bounds, no catch. That Shamar James on the pressure. People sleep on Shamar, man. Holding call. James Houston. Oh, the Army green one. I like the Army jerseys, man. Like, I like alternative jerseys. Like, I'm a Pro Bowl jersey guy. Like I said, Pro Bowl jerseys. There was one that in 2020, the Pro Bowl Zeke had one. It was so fire. And I went to Orlando and I took my son. And I tried to get it, and Cowboys fans took them all so damn quick. I got a kicking competition. All right. So let's see how long it will take this thing to update. It should automatically update here for us. Trying new things. See if it updates. Actually, it hasn't updated. Actually, let me do this. Why is it not update? Let me see. Let's go Cowboys. Got Rowdy on the screen. Let's see. Why is the scoreboard not updating? What's going on? Cowboys game just disappeared. I don't know. Some of these commercials be whack. Let's go Cowboys. Color rushes. I like the color rushes. I know a lot of people say they're the big stars on the jerseys, though. They're really not, though. Why is this not updating? I don't know. It's supposed to automatically do it. But, we're trying new things on the live streams to see if it works. Without doing the old traditional way. Let's go, Cowboys. Let's go, bro. Let's go. Let's see what offense is. Let's see if offense can go out there and respond. Let's see if offense can respond. All right. So, since the scoreboard is not going to update, we're going to move it. All right. I had to spring for NFL Plus, but we here. Got to see how these young men perform for the NFL career. See a dream to come true. Facts, bro. Facts. You know, like I said, I love preseason football, man. Because like I said, it matters. Not saying the regular season games don't matter, but it's like, you know what? These kids are fighting for their jobs. Like, this is their livelihood. Like, this is it. Like, there's no more opportunities. And here's the thing that a lot of people don't consider. Let me where is it? Here's the thing that a lot of people don't consider. For some people, and I'll ask you this, chat. Would you rather have never gotten to live your dream of being in the NFL at all? You just never got your opportunity to get in the league. Or would you rather get a little taste of it and then it fades away? I don't know. You know, I feel like that's a kind of a hard thing to consider. Like, would I rather just, you know what, you played in college football, you tried out for a few teams and it never worked out, versus you get to go be around these players and, you know, work out and have practice and really start to feel like, nah, man, I do belong here, and then not make it and then be out of the league. I think that would be harder mentally to deal with than actually just never getting your shot. You know, I think that would be harder for me to deal with. Like, nah, bro, like, I was playing for the Dallas Cowboys. I was at camp. I was balling out. You know, rather get a taste. I mean, I guess if you do get a taste, you get some money. So I guess you can go from that standpoint. You know what I'm saying? You get a little bread with you. So I guess that helps. I guess that helps heal the pain a little bit. Heals the hurt. All right. What do we have? Okay. Penalty on the defense. Danny Stutzman, a little draft kiddo. Give me a little bit more volume. Try not to mess up your stream too, bro, because I know you watching a little bit delayed. Guess I could put my headphones on, but I'm chilling. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of a, you know, Phil Maffa starting tonight. So our Jaydon Blue thing might be in trouble. Jaydon Blue slip might be in trouble if he's safe. Got Anthony Smith, Drew Shelton, Trevor Keegan, Nick Leverett, TJ Bass, Nate Thomas. What's interesting, TJ Bass was out last week. Camden Brown, Tyler Johnson, Michael Trigg. All right, Maffa, let's see what you got. Strong guy. Offset. Phil running hard. He's moving the pile, y'all, man. Phil, he's a really good downhill runner, y'all. He's a really good he runs with power. Yeah, Maffa. All right, got 31. Short yardage play. Phil Maffa, can you get it? Of course he can. Of course he can. Of course he can. Of course he can. Man, so I'm going to have to do a setting because these little bots, God dang. Hold on. Oh, wow. All right, got him. And yeah, so Isaiah Stanbick just brought up a good point. So Malik Davis not playing this game, so Malik looks like he might be solidified, man. As RB2, Malik wins the job. I'm happy for Malik, man. I'm happy for Malik. 2nd and 2. At the line of scrimmage. All right, let's watch some Drew Shelton snaps. I'm going to focus just on Drew Shelton, see what we get, y'all. I got a hold. Legal shit. He was almost set. I know it feels good to be back. I mean, we're back tomorrow for real, if you're a college football fan, man. But it does. It still hasn't hit me yet. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But it's good to have real football back. You know, Florida State plays tomorrow, so my stress levels go to the roof. So would have been a good catch, but that was a good defense from the defender on Michael Trigg there. Brandon Aubrey. All right, so let's get this over one. Oh no, we did PATs, not field goals. Butter Aubrey. Like butter, baby. All right. Tied at 3. So Clayton Adams is the play caller tonight. All right, cool, man. Appreciate y'all, man. If you haven't already, hit those likes, hit the follow button, share button, all that fun stuff. Let's see here. All right. Yeah. He got him on the grab, though. You know, we try to bring it in. All right, there we going. There we go. Let me go. Let me do this. Now we back cooking. All right. I thought we shut down Trigg and we're going to stash him the IR for the year. I mean, I don't know. So maybe the toe injury was real. So we'll have to sit back and see how it all unfolds when it comes to the toe. Now, Michael Trigg will be one, like I said. If we move on from Trigg, I'm probably going to be a little upset. If we move on from Michael Trigg. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. I don't know about. I think there's so much upside potential for this kid. It's scary, to be honest with y'all. But y'all know I've been wanting one of these tight ends in Dallas for a long time. Long time. Let's see if there's any news breaking right now. Let's see. See what happens with Schoon, what makes Trigg different from all the other tight ends. I mean, he has the ability to be more elusive in the open field. He's crispier with his routes than Schoon. You know, he just has to work on the other things. How can Clayton Allen's call plays when he really doesn't know the passing offense? Oh, he knows the passing offense. You know what I'm saying? He knows the passing offense. He is probably more of a run guy. Passing really comes down to Ken Dorsey, who never gets no credit. But you know, a lot of people don't even realize Ken Dorsey's still on our staff. John Stevens was another one that I was super excited for, right? But the injuries started him out. So I just been wanting one of those. Now, can Span 4 be that? I mean, he's not super He's more just a physical freak, but I think he's going to be a big red zone target. But you know, you sit back and you watch these tight ends that are pretty much hybrid wide receivers and how they're changing the game. You know, you sit back and see Brock Bowers, and this goes on. And Michael Trigg at Baylor, that was his primary usage. He was pretty much like a tight end, you know, or sorry, a wide receiver. So he was Baylor's George Pickens. So he gives you that ability with his size. I think they got a plan for him. Is that LT Overton again? Hey, is our second string out there right now? Maybe. Got Tyrus Wheat, Barham, Shamar James. So our linebackers out there. Tommy Dunn's out there. Sam Williams. So think about this, y'all. Sam Williams is with the second layer of the defense. So Maris was ahead of him on the first series. That's the thing about Sam Williams. He's so frustrating because you just think if you're building a football player, defensive football player, he would look like Sam Williams, but you just haven't seen it. Yeah, Wheat's out there. DJ Withers is out there. So I think that we can probably confirm that Christian Parker is going to be on the sidelines. I think it's safe to assume. Christian Parker is the sideline coach. Y'all seen this stuff about this fake 49ers player, bro? It's kind of crazy, but I don't understand what the big thing is. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of crazy. Virtual measurement first down. Yeah, he Pimp C, bro. Pimp C, like, you know what I'm saying? He clean. Christian Parker is clean, bro. He's super clean. Yeah. All right, let's see. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see what happens with Sam, man. Awesome Richards playing right tackle for the Saints. Yep, he was one of us. Yep. Awesome. Yeah, he committed to the role fully. He went overboard. I was saying, like, he knew what team to pick because he couldn't have pulled that off for the Dallas Cowboys. Like, we would have been like, hell no, nah, bro, don't play for us. Never heard of him. He ain't got no film, no nothing. But I guess 49ers fans don't be checking like that. All right, you got Isaiah Land out there. Yeah, I think I'm behind now. I was ahead, and then it glitched out a little bit for me, and now I'm behind. I can always catch it up, but it's like, all right, I don't care. Yeah, because I was ahead of a few people in the chat, and I was behind. Oh. Yeah, 4 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Yeah, so for me, the ticker is probably super behind. Ticker up there. But yeah, I'm still at 5 minutes because I glitched out. Yeah, bro. Maris playing out of position is kind of wild. I've given up on it, you know. Um, I don't understand it, but I mean, hey, you know. Yeah, he was with Kellen Moore. Yeah, we would. Yeah, we would definitely like. Who is he? Hell no, bro. He ain't. Psh. I mean, we know damn near our entire roster. You know what I'm saying? See that set and slip I always tell y'all about, man. Shamar James just did it. Them set and slippers. Let me do this. Let me. All right. Damn, these little bots. All right, Maris down. These little bots, man, they out of control. Ugh, Maris with the arm injury. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you probably you know. But at the end of the day, man, I don't know the full story. But you know, I'm like, bro, women do fake stuff and scam men for money all damn day. You know what I'm saying? Like, so what's why is the FBI and the feds all in the situation? There's a dude right now at a local bar near you getting scammed out some money by some fake female. hey, I mean, hey, yo, that might have saved him. You know, that might have saved him. So Jay Toye, yeah, I don't see anything that's just so amazing. I mean, he had the big play last week, right? But it's just like I feel like if we're being honest, and not just because I'm a KU guy and you know, and I kind of found him, I feel like Tommy Dunn has outperformed Jay Toye. I mean, you can put PFF in there if you wanted to. Um, so I'm not sure what happens with Jay. I mean, he has a big body. I'm not sure how much Christian Parker likes him. It's my dog Henny the Moore. What's going on with you, dog? You know what I'm saying? Run them likes up for the homie, man. Appreciate you, dog. Yeah, man, it's live stream a little bit on the game. You know what I'm saying? This, you know, Henny, this ain't my forte. But I was like, you know what? Let me just do it. The wife's still out doing some stuff, and I had the house to myself. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna be sitting watching the game anyway, so I might as well just go live real quick and holler at the fam. This is a preseason game. This is a preseason game. You know what I'm saying? So, saying, Yeah, Maris to IR. We'll have to sit back and wait and see, man. If that saved him, maybe. Maybe he got saved by the injury. I don't think they would IR him, though. I need to start going back to the rules because it changed. Like, I forgot what the cut rules. So a lot of people were saying Mingo qualifies for the vet. Good blitz by Jayshawn Barham. Good pressure by my guy Tommy Dunn. Almost an interception by Kalen Carson. I'm probably the Lone Ranger. I like Kalen Carson, y'all. I really do. It's just, gotta see it. You know what I'm saying? He's gotta see it. He's gotta see it. Barhammer, I mean, he's coming downhill. Tommy Dunn is. Who cares if CP like he won't be here long anyway? Good point. I feel like if the Dallas Cowboys defense is good, somebody might just pick up Christian Parker just to take him away from us just because they can. Like, I heard the Jets, I was watching the Jets game, and they were like, oh, Aaron Glenn is on the hot seat. He could be let go. I feel like some team would say, you know what? Let's just take Christian Parker away from the Cowboys, make him a head coach, and be done with it. Kalen Carson. So those are the things. Just too aggressive. Barry and Brown. Ain't no salary cap for coaches. Facts, bro. Just pay them. Pay them. I feel like if you can keep Christian Parker for 3 years, that's a win. I feel like if you can keep him for 3 years, that's a win. Bad containment from Sam Williams on that play. And I think those are the things that's going to cost them in Dallas. We're not talking to you. Only ever happened to a black coach. Hey, man, who knew we would ever, I don't know. So, who knew we would probably even hire one as a coordinator in Dallas? Who knows, So I think our defense would have to really be something where it's like super innovative and we crack the top, 8 or something like that. And it can't just be like, okay, we just kind of improve. Like, our defense would have to become godly for that to happen. I think that had to be. Oh. So, Nugget, y'all. Did y'all notice a certain wide receiver that was missing today or not playing today? I don't see the chat's play. I don't see the chat is woke. Chat. Did y'all notice a certain wide receiver that wasn't playing today? Let's see if y'all paying attention. Yeah, they are. It's Dallas. Nope, Camden Brown's out there. He was out there. Cam Brown was out there. He was on the first series. There's another one we haven't seen yet and won't see today. Jonathan Mingo. Jonathan Mingo is out today. So, which would assume He's safe. You would think. Yeah. Mingo. Mingo's not out there right now. So it's either Mingo is safe or we're going to keep 6 wide receivers. Or Maris won't return with the wrist injury. All right. So it looks like Mingo's on the roster, y'all. Let's see how these running backs go. Let's see Jaydon Blue. I got my guy, Ja'Shawn Corbin. Nate Thomas. So yeah, looks like Mingo's good, man. Looks like Mingo's probably a lock, I would assume. All right, so let's see what we got. Ooh, that was a duck. Ah, the ball got hit. Honestly, that don't look like Joe Milton. Let's see. Got batted down again. Got to get those hands down. Does Maris have to be on the 53 in order to go to IR and return? So that would be PUP, right? So if he's on IR, then he's done for the entirety of the year. So then, yeah. But there's also a sneaky rule for that. I gotta go through and remember because I remember Mike McCarthy used to do that, but I think that was a different rule because it was during the COVID rules that Mike McCarthy was putting people on IR and then you could make them active again after a certain time threshold. But I'm not sure if that changed back. Camden Brown. Downtown Camden Brown. I do think he does get claimed, though. I do think he does. I mean, it's just Dallas Cowboys, too much news around him. You would be a fool to let him go through. So is that IR or is the PUP list? The PUP is when you can come back. Let me see. I have to look. Let's look it up. Actually, let me do it this way. Let's see here. Let me see. NFL IR rules. All right. Roster players on IR do not count against your 53-man active roster limit. Let's see here. Let's see. Honestly. Okay, so players on IR. Okay, Phil. See, you don't feel me. Players on IR do not count against the 53-man active roster limit, but their salary still continuing counts against the cap. Minimum absence. A player placed on IR must miss a minimum of 4 games. Teams can designate up to 8 players to return from IR during the regular season. If a team makes the postseason, the limit increases to 10 returns total. Player limit. An individual player can be designated to return maximum twice in a single season, which will return counting towards the total limit. 21-day practice window. Once a player is cleared to play, the team has a 21-day practice window, to activate the active roster or place them on season-ending IR. Got you. So that's how it works. All right. Yeah, their leading wide receiver is Jalen Tolbert, which is crazy. Yeah, a team would claim him. He would be gone. I mean, but as good as he is, it's not like, I guess when it comes to players like Camden Brown, it's more about what he's going to be in the future. I'm just thinking about players that can help us now. All right. Because we have to also remember, though we're making room on the final 53 for our guys, there's going to be some other guys that we need to make some room for too, as well. But, I think they do keep him. I just need to find a role where he's actually going to be helping us on game days, if that makes sense. That's just where I'm at with it. I do got. I'm starting getting hungry for some Chipotle. Let's see. Gotta make sure, man, with all this streaming and stuff I'm doing, I'm staying active. Oh, Trayvon Diggs with an interception. Oh, okay, 7. Okay, 7. Mm, 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 mm. All right. Still only 46 spots in game day. Hard to sell to keep a guy to take CD, GP, flow off the field, and Cavante has the gadget touches too. Dak only has 1 ball. I was trying to explain that, and then you're not thinking about Jake Ferguson. Then you're not thinking about Span 4. Then you're not thinking about a few swing passes to Javonte Williams. I'm like, damn, like how much throwing y'all want Dak to do? you know? He just got there though. He just got there. I mean, you know what I'm saying? He just got there. We really should have just kept him. Is that a hold on who was that on? Shelton? $71. Nate Thomas. Nate Thomas, bro, we got a tackle problem, Cowboys Nation, but it's too late to fix it. Oh. Washington got destroyed 24-0. I didn't get to see it. I was doing some stuff, getting ready for this game. I didn't get to see it. You know, of course, it's just preseason, but still. Woo. Camden Brown's going to get his head knocked off on this. I get it. He peaked. Yeah, he heard those footsteps on that one. All right, so we got Israel Bandaconda up. So we got Phil Maffa, then Izzy. Brandon Butter Aubrey. Butter. Can y'all believe people was hating on Brandon Aubrey? Yeah, we need a few doctor's notes. Like that Maris risk, his questionable return. So that might save him. All we needed was Camden Brown to get shooken up on that play. That could save him. You know, if I'm on the bubble right now, man, I'm pulling my hamstring. I'm pulling my hamstring. Yeah. Need some more doctor notes, man. Yeah, and I'm kind of done on Nate Thomas. But I don't know how to fix it, y'all. Y'all give me y'all help me. Y'all help me help you, man. Give me some options to fix this tackle room. I don't know what to do. I feel like it's too late. Too late. Since we got a commercial, I might as well run a commercial, man. Salute to Manta Sleep Mask Pro. So they sent me this as a gift for me and my wife. It's like a sleep mask, and you get like blackout noise and eye pressure and all sorts of stuff. It's not a sponsorship, but they just showed me love, man. So they sent me this, me and my wife this, because they know I travel a lot. You know what I'm saying? So got a sound mask, got Bluetooth headphones, with a side of sleep. So salute to Manta, man. Appreciate the love. What else they send? Some earplugs. So when I travel with my brother, and I have to stay in a hotel and sleep in the room with my hotel room with my brother, these come in handy. Those come in handy. My brother be snoring like, I don't know what the hell crawled up in him. You know what I'm saying? Put everybody on IR. Whole squad on IR. Whole squad. Friday Night Lights. Man, I didn't know high school football already started, man. That just kicked off quick. Those returners be holding on to the ball for dear life. They held on to the ball for dear life, chat. Sleeping like a polar bear. Yeah, I want to try it because, man, you know, I'm weird. This is going to come in handy because y'all know I'm headed to New York. But it sounds crazy when I say it. The only place where I get the best sleep is on the plane. Like, it's a weird thing, but like, soon as I get on the plane, I sleep like a baby, man. Like, it was the funniest thing, man. Like, one time I was on a flight to Dallas for a game, and one of my subs, he was CFO gang, and he saw me in the airport because I had my hat on and stuff. And so he sat next to me. He was like, "Oh man, I'm a huge subscriber, man." And I talked to him for a little bit, but I was like, "Hey, bro, I'm about to go to sleep. Like, I'll wake up in a minute and talk to you." You know what I'm saying? But as soon as I get on the plane, bro, I put my seatbelt on, and I'm sleep. I'm sleep. I go to sleep on a plane. My wife gets mad. She's like, "All you do is just go to sleep as soon as you get on the plane." Yeah, I get the best sleep on the plane. When we flew to Dubai, man, I slept, woke up, had breakfast, slept, watched a few movies, slept. I slept like a baby. My wife didn't sleep the entire flight, and it was almost like a 38 hours of flying, and she was up the entire time. I was knocked out. I sleep good on a plane. Uh, I think it might be the end of Sam. It's the end of Sam. I think it's the end of Sam Williams. Let me see. Hmm. Ooh. Ooh, Big Tommy Dunn, bro. Big Tommy Dunn. What I tell y'all boys, he's a dog, man. He's a dog. He's a dog, man. Big Tommy Dunn, bro. What I tell y'all? He's a dog, man. Lose him if you want to. Hey, y'all see it, chat. You see it, chat. You see it. You see it. I know, Christian Parker. You're welcome. You're welcome. He's a dog, man. He's a dog. Don't let that kid go. Don't let that kid go. Don't let it. Don't let him go. Don't let him go. Don't let him go. Yeah. You say 55 is overrated, constantly out of position. He's a rookie, bro. Mm. I mean, he's looked good, man. Tommy Dunn's had a really good camp. He deserves a film session, man. The hard part about it is just like, the defensive tackle film session is not a lot of action for people who want to view it, right? Y'all don't want to see him taking on double teams and stuff like that, you know? See, yeah, he's a rookie. He's excited. Give him time. Sometimes solid traits bring physicality to linebacker position. Yeah, bro. Like, I mean, it's moving fast. You're at the NFL, man. I remember my first college game, bro. That shit was moving so fast. Like, I was just like, whew, you know? You're excited. You're fired up. Cut Sorensen. But it's like, damn, bro, like y'all look at this kid in this second preseason game, like, he's out of position. Yeah, more than likely, yeah, you're gonna be out of position a lot. You know, I feel like Blue could pass through waivers. I'm pretty sure the rest of the league is not convinced. I think they would probably get him because we made a big deal out of him. But I mean, if we're being honest, you go back to the draft, there was not a lot of people. Y'all remember that draft? It was funny, right? I pulled up my old draft notes from last year as I cleaned up my computer, and I was like, there was not a lot of people that were high on Jaydon Blue. You know, I think that just the speed of the combine really was the attraction, and that what got people sold. My bad. I don't think my Twitch chat is live over here. I'm saying, but yeah, okay. All right, so I think I got it. I got it. All right, so boom, we'll get it. Please cut sourcing. So I don't think he would get through waivers. I mean, you just know sometimes, man, being a fast guy can get you, you know what I'm saying, through a lot. Let's see. It's vibing, man. I might just ride with y'all till halftime, maybe. We'll see. Whenever the wife gets back, because I don't want to take too much time for the wife. You know, we'll watch the second half, but it's once we get to the second half, man, I think that's when, you know, people is really not gonna make it. It's bigger. Bang. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, can't coach speed. I think it's just traits, right? So when I teach you guys, you know, when we're going through scouting about critical factors, those are kind of the running, the jumping, the cutting, you know, all that. That's what gets people excited for some of these players, you know. But it's like the position traits for me personally, that has a more weight than the other traits. Can you actually play the position? We've all seen fast guys, you know, or big guys that can't play football, and I think that's when it really comes into play. So Phil's running hard. Yeah, big BB. Yeah, I think we've seen the last of Sam. Unless you get Sam through waivers. I think you could probably get Sam through waivers. Here's the thing, Sam Williams, he looks like a no. You probably can't because you know who will go get Sam Williams? Dan Quinn. Dan Quinn would go get Sam Williams. Sam Williams head to Washington. Hmm. Sam Williams is going to learn to speak commander. Fourth and one. All right. Sam Williams looks like a 49er. You know what I'm saying? He just looks like one of those guys, you know. Yeah, I mean, standing up, the thing about Sam, he has all the traits you would want in the world. Like I said, if you're building a creative player defensively, it'll come out like Sam Williams, but it's just the football thing, right? It's just the breaking down, tackling, the stupid penalties, you know, overthrow. That's all right. So it was Milton mania last week. How y'all feeling about Joe Milton thus far in the first half? Yeah, doing all people did all that comparing him to Dak. Did all that comparing Joe Milton to Dak, and now it's back to reality. You know. Mm. Tyler Johnson. Yeah, my strengths aren't glitch. Yeah, I mean we were far from that, but and that's what I was saying. It's so unfair to these kids, where it's like, damn, bro, you can't even just grow at your own pace without people wanting to compare you to Dak Prescott. Like, it's just wild sometimes. You know what I'm saying? It's just wild. All right, let's see what Israel Benaconda can give us some snaps. Yeah, you're ahead of me now. I didn't glitched out. I'm probably like way behind now. I'm far behind y'all now because I know my computer froze. Sent there, reset it. I could probably get it back. Let me see here. All right. Hmm. Let's see what we got dialed up. There's a good. Well, why didn't you just run for it? Good pass pro rep from Drew Shelton over there. Mm. Aubrey from a logo. Aubrey. Oh, missed it. Ooh. Well, that's surprising. Man, people really went with that comparing. Hey, man, let me ask y'all this. Can Sam Howell get back in it? You know what I'm saying? Can Sam Howell? Yeah, I know. Yeah, missed the game. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Can Sam Howell get back in the race? Yeah. Yeah, I think we'd be good, man. Can't decide what I want to eat, man. That's the one thing I gotta remember. It's like football season. Can't be eating bad. Oh, my YouTube commercials. Oh, like the ad thing. I don't even know how I control those, honestly. Oh, I think YouTube just does it randomly on live streams. I think I know what you're talking about. Does it do the thing where like it makes like put me on one side and runs the commercial on the other side? Because I know when I was watching my guy TGG, who's a GTA 6 streamer, yesterday during the reveal, it kept doing that. So I don't know. I think it's like a new YouTube thing. I don't know. Like, yeah, okay, that's what it's doing. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess they changed it because I guess it used to just put the ad and just take me out, but now it does like a side by side thing. Yeah, unpaid premium. I probably need a. Yeah, it's probably what they're trying to do. They're trying to force people to pay premium. You know what I'm saying? I had premium for a little bit, but it's just like I don't know. Yeah, you can't talk. They have to pay for you to stop. Um, who's that? Tyrus Wheat. Yeah, I had it for a free trial. You know, but good pass rush from Tyrus Wheat. Mm, 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 mm. Kendrick Miller. Where's my guy Devin Neal at? We gotta get Caleb down the new number, y'all. But I don't know how it happens if Marquise Bell is safe. Mm. A little leapster. Man, it's gonna be so interesting to see how Caleb Downs is used. Man, I'm so excited to see it for real. Fourth and one, let's get a stop. Ah, never mind. Mm. I think I'm gonna get the two jersey on my own. Ooh, Saints out here packing this up, man. Saints out here packing. Yeah, man, they're really kids, man. That's the thing. Like, what is Caleb? So Caleb's probably what, a year older than my daughter. You know. I'm getting cooked. Cowboys better road team. Oof. All right. 16-6. All right. Yeah, I did like Spencer Rattler, man. He was on that show, wasn't he? What was that show called? Yeah, man, getting they give back, man. Like I said, man, go put the starters in there, man. I just, you know what? Dak, go get in there, dog. You know what I'm saying? Go get in there, Dak. Let me see if this works. Hold on, let me see this thing. Let me try this. Play around with this. Pause, if you will. Ah. Let me try this. I don't like it because it's not horizontal. I don't know if you're going to be able to even see it that way. Nah, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. Yeah, not going to work. Yeah, you know, sometimes you need a little humble pie. You know what I'm saying? A little humble. Now, granted, half these people aren't going to probably even make the roster, but still, I'm not seeing that competitive fire and toughness that we've seen the last two games. You know, because think about it, who hasn't played yet that played the last few weeks? I mean, besides Mingo and I would say Jaydon Blue probably as of right now, so shouldn't be really an excuse at this point. Hmm. I don't know, man. It's not gonna. It's gonna be anyone to do film sessions on because ain't nobody look too damn hot right now. Let's see here. All right, let's see what we can do in 2 minute drill, Joe. Mm. Yeah. I guess. You know what? I probably will. You know what I'm saying? Like I could do Tommy. Yeah, I can do Tommy. That'll be a fun one. Unless someone goes crazy in the second half. Because I mean, yeah. I mean, do Nate Leverett. You know what I'm saying? Not nothing super exciting this game thus far, unless someone comes in and Sam Howell just sets it on fire in the second half, or Jaydon Blue goes crazy. Um, let's do some Tommy Dunn film session, so which will be fun. Defensive trenches matter. And some trenches. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. I can do Tommy Dunn tomorrow. I think he needs to be on the roster. Mm, I am starving. I want my wife to. But it's like, you know what? Here's the thing about football season, man. Football season just brings bad food. You know what I'm saying? You start thinking about wings and burgers. It's like I can't be. Y'all cannot let me get fat football season, bro. If y'all see me looking a little pudgy on stream, be like, yo, Tuck, let it go. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, just text my wife. She's like, I'm not hungry. And so I'm like, well, damn, I gotta eat something. And it's like wings does sound good. I mean, wings is necessarily not bad. You know, uh, wings isn't a bad. It's just chicken. You know, it's the fries and the dipping and the, you know what I'm saying, that you put in it. I started coaching Little League last year, and I'm trying to learn some scouting a bit myself. I appreciate your breakdowns and how you explain what you look for the game. Man, I appreciate you, man. Let me see. So I have some of these little worksheets that I do, that I built here. Um, so you probably can't see because of the camera, but it breaks it down how I scout. So name, height, team, draft year, games watched, college, weight, all that fun stuff. Games started. And so when I say like critical factors, it's right there. So um offensive line, right? Quickness, agility, balance, explosiveness. So they call it the QABs. Competitive toughness, play strength, mental processing, player speed. So that's like the first, like are they an athlete, right? I look at that first half, right? Pros or cons, and then position specifics like offensive line, use of hands, how are they in gap blocking, how are they in zone, how are they in pass pro, how they're anchoring. So that's pretty much how I kind of built my process that they're going through the academy and stuff, because it makes it the same for everybody, right? Because at first when I was doing it, I was just, eyeballing it, but now I have a process, so I'm looking at the same things for every player. Um, so, you know, fun. Player eval, I like player eval. I tell people as far as like scouting teams per se, that's not really my strong point, right? Like you say, you know what? Let's scout the Saints and see what they're doing formation wise. There's a lot of work, but I can watch players and evaluate players. Eval players. My stomach is like, yo, bro, you gotta do something, Tuck. Okay. See if we can get a 2-minute drill. Mm-hmm. They film off of his run. Yeah, I think that's a conversation piece because we really haven't looked at it. Because they're gonna have, Tito, Bullard, like those guys in the second layer. So it was a NFL scouting academy that was an invite. So salute to my guy Gerald McCoy, like you just get invited to it. But there's other ones out there. I mean, there's tons, and they're super expensive, of course, right? But I know there's one for like Senior Bowl and college scouting and recruiting. But the one I was in is kind of like an invite for people who wanted to be a scout. Scout life is not for me. The real one, nah, I'm too old, y'all. I'm not sleeping in cars. I'm not traveling, doing all that. But it was just the knowledge, and I still need to complete it. I haven't completed it because the the fun part for me was watching the film, right? Watching the film, taking the notes. The shitty part is writing these reports. Writing these reports. What I'll do before I dip, I'll show you one of my reports. Here in a second. I'll show you guys one of my reports. But the report part, that's where I start. Because, I mean, you're watching 5 or 6 offensive linemen and you're writing detailed reports. And by the time I got to report number 2, I was be like, I'm cool. Like it's really like a damn university because it's detailed, right? So it lets you know what scouts go through, but also how scouts and NFL teams do miss in the draft. All right, so it's Aubrey for another field goal. So the Brandon Aubrey show. $58. There he goes. All right, so let's do this. I'm gonna turn this off, and then I gotta eat something. All right, so let me see. Here's my screen share. Move this. All right, and then let me do this. Hold on. Get my notebook up. Let me see. I'll find it. Gotta pull it up here. I'll show you guys what it looks like. Appreciate y'all rocking with me, man. Showing me love on the one and probably only live stream that we're doing during the games. But it's preseason. We're having some fun. I'm super excited about this season, y'all. I really am. And I think we're gonna have some fun this year. It's gonna be some ups and downs. It's gonna be some, situations. But let me see here. Where is the report? Okay. So let me do this. All right. So here is. Let me see where it's screen. All right, then let me do that. And then, okay, boom. So here's what my reports, right? So this was one on Trevor Penny. I mean, I guess I'm showing my email, but my email is public, right? So, you would go through, watch film, you know what I'm saying? 70, positions, Trevor Penning, all that fun stuff. So I remember Trevor Penning, out of Northern Iowa, team code, when he was drafted, New Orleans Saints. So I was sitting there, and this is a report, right? So you had to go through all of his injuries, You know, would he have any injuries in the NFL, right? So boom, torn ligaments. So you see like these are the corrected notes, right? So 2022, he had torn ligament, left foot, turf toe, right? But I didn't put what weeks he was out. All right, so I had to go through 2022, Lens Frank, 2023, 2024. So all right, so career information, 405 snaps, a tackle, this is for like an offensive lineman, all right? The measurables, had to go in there and do his measurables, of course, get everything from the combine. So here's all the film that I watched. So Green Bay, New Orleans, the date of the actual video film, you know what I'm saying? Film viewed. So like these are like my professor's notes, you know what I'm saying? Suit to Dan Hartman. He was a GM, not GM, he was a scout for the Eagles and Giants. You know, Wade Phillips was in there. Who else? There's a bunch of, you know, coaches and stuff. So they were hard on you know what I'm saying? Louis Riddick. My cameras. Let me see him do this. My camera's all over. Let me see. Louis Riddick. So there's a lot of NFL minds in there, right? And there's a lot of sharp people in there. And so you know they're pushing you. So they don't make it easy by any means. You know, so I'm saying, hey, he has good height with I didn't put my grade, arm length and hand size, solid upper body, lower body, good athletic ability. So this is all just the physical aspect of saying what he can do, what he can't do, his strengths, agility, identifying stunts and twists. So I'm doing all of this. This is just the first draft, as y'all see. And they all got butchered and pushed back. And then I had to go back and do it all over again for that player. So I had to write a report, scout 5 games, write a report, right, with all the research, take notes. Then they send it back to me and tell me more information, right? So like, for instance, Trevor Penning, I can say he played left tackle for 16 games. Or let's do a Cowboy player, right? Tyler Guyton played left tackle for 15 games, okay? But in those 15 games, how many of those games was next to Tyler Smith, right? So let's say, for instance, you know, half of those games were next to Tyler Smith and half of those were next to TJ Bass, right? I would have to put that in my scouting report to explain, okay, was he a good player because he was next to Tyler Smith? How was he next to TJ Bass, all right? But let's say it was a game where Dak Prescott wasn't the quarterback, right? But I scouted a game and it was actually Joe Milton. Okay, so how do you look differently? But so there's like so many different things that goes on in these scouting reports, bro. So I got to like the third report and I was just like, you know, so there's a thing in my mind says, you know what? Because I talked to Dan the other day. It's like, Tuck, you can come back and finish it. I mean, because you're already invited to the course. But it's just like, shit, bro, it's a lot of work. Like, I have to do 5 of those. 5 of those for offensive line, 5 for running back, 5 for defensive line, 5 for this. Like, it's a real ass course. There's a lot of people who, you know, they get scouting jobs and all sorts of stuff. Man, there's people in that course that want to be NFL GMs. And here's me, just the content creator, just trying to expand my knowledge. You see what I'm saying? So, you know, it's one of those things where I really just love being in those rooms and picking their brains and getting there. But it's just like, do I want to be a scout? No. I don't like being just a draft wizard and implying all of that to myself. But man, I'm not. I mean, I want to do it just to say I did it, but I don't have the free time. You know, like for me, it's like I could easily go in the course right now, and he's probably going to have me do film on, I don't know, Tyler Shuck or something like that, right? Or Awesome Richards and scout Awesome Richards. But in my mind, it's like, yo, I could just do a scouting report for the Dallas Cowboys on my own channel, you know what I'm saying? And do it, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, and he won't let me do any Cowboys players. So I couldn't do like Tyler Smith or, you know, Tyler Booker. I couldn't do any of my guys. And so I'm sitting here watching all these Saints games, and I'm just like, dog, it's not, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, but it really teaches you how to be a real scout for real, you know what I'm saying? So So what happens is the pipeline, right? So what happens is I would be an area scout, or maybe I have a position coach. So let's say offensive line, okay? So I would meet with Connor Riley. He would tell me the area to go scout, okay? So I would go scout Kansas, and I would find offensive linemen, right, that fits his criteria. And then I would go ahead, submit my report to probably an upper scout that I had to have above me, okay? And then what happens, he'll push back on my report. He might send me back to the school. Boom, 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 boom. So I get the report fully typed up, and then we'll present it to Will McClay. Will McClay would say, hey, I like this Trevor Penning guys you did a report on. Then me, Will McClay, and my area coach would sit in front of Connor Riley and present it, go to the film, da-da-da. And then that's when Connor Riley would say, let's put so-and-so on the board. All right? And then if it's Trevor Penning versus, I don't know, Mozzie Smith on draft day, Will is going to lean on my report and my analysis to fight. And I'm going to have to be with Will saying, this is why you should draft Trevor Penning or Tyler Guyton, right? So it's a whole ass process, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I respect people like Brian Broaddus, you know, because he's been taught to fight in the draft room for his guys, right? You really have to fight. And you can't have any I don't knows, right? Because what happens is scouts, bro, they have to work in absolutes, right? You can't say, hey, Ruben Bain has short arms, but I still think he has potential. They're going to say, okay, show me players with that arm length that has succeeded at the NFL level. And you got to say, well, oh shit, not a lot. So then why do you think he's the exception? You can't just say because I watched him ball out in college, right? So that's when they miss it. That's where I and other content creators, we have because I can sit back and see a football player like Tommy Dunn in the press box, and he's just jumping off the screen for me, and I can circle him and say, I like his traits, I like that, right? I don't have to worry about measurements. I don't have to worry about hand size. I don't have to worry about, you know, all these little tedious things that goes in to report, right? You might have a coach that doesn't like tackles that are over 6'7". So it's a lot of work, man, but I love it because it's really giving me a base. So when I'm sitting here tomorrow watching college football, and if you're a college football head, I recommend everybody get this book, the Phil Steele's college football book. You see, it's already ready for the morning. You know what I'm saying? About pin right there, right? And so what this is, I'm giving you guys my sauce, but I don't need all the sauce, all right? But you can go through this, and it has everything you need to know about college teams, draft classes, who to watch. So let's say it's New Mexico State versus Arizona, and it's 11 o'clock game. I can come in here and say, oh, well, Colorado State. All right, who does Colorado State have? What's their defensive line look like? Da-da-da. Start taking notes and start to build that out, man. So that's it, man. That is the process. That is the sauce. But, yo, speaking of sauce, I got to eat, man. And I'm going to dip out, but I appreciate you guys as always. Like the comments, share the comments, turn on the notification bell. Like I said, we got 27,000 subscribers, and we are going to continue to climb. And I appreciate all the love and support, Cowboys Nation. And y'all know we're going to have fun this season, man. So I want you guys to stay safe, stay blessed, stay encouraged. And yeah, bro, let's whoop the Saints in the second half, because this first half, not too excited, y'all. Have a good one. Peace, man. Y'all be safe this week.